everybody. Today I'll be talking about my 2005 C55 AMG. I got this car back in December and it comes from a line of cars that I've been buying, selling and then getting something better. So this all started with my 2004 $1,700 Acura 3.5 RL. Fantastic car. It had like 240,000 miles. It took me everywhere, never gave me an issue, which then I sold for sold and got a 1990 LS400, another great car. Just a little bit dull, but a fantastic car overall, my first V8 car ever. Then after that I wanted a little bit more of luxury, so I sold that car for some good money because it was in fantastic condition, one owner car, and then I sold it for a 1998 Audi A8, my first introduction to European cars, at least as an owner, since I worked in a European car shop previously, and the European car bug beat me back then. But anyway, so I got the 98 Audi and I had a lot of fun with it in the winter. It was a 4.2 V8 Quattro. I made a video of that car, and then I was thinking like, well, I kind of miss like a sportiness of a two-door car, and I put the car up for sale. That was around November of last year. Then a guy showed up and wanted to trade me his 2004 350Z enthusiast package, and I was kind of skeptic because some of those cars are stands and they're in bad condition, and you know, the entire deal. But this car actually was completely stock. It even has service records and it was in fantastic condition. No rust, no accidents, no problems. Just a little spot on the hood, paint fading, but not too bad. You couldn't even notice. It was a white car. So I decided to go ahead because the value of that car was way ahead of the value of my Audi. That car was worth around $6,000 and the Audi was worth around $3,500. Now, my Audi was clean. It had ceramic coat, it has sus coilovers, it has nice wheels and tires and all, and everything you could want in a daily driver, right? And it was perfect. It didn't have any issues. Well, I tried that car and I didn't like the C as much as I thought I was gonna do. I previously had a turbo Miata. It was a very fast car. It did 12 seconds per quarter mile. And it was just a lot of fun. So I wanted to take my 250Z to that level, kind of similar, but then I made an Excel spreadsheet like I do with all my cars, and then I realized I would take a lot of money because my car didn't have like the big Brembo brakes and like other Z's, didn't have the BQ35 HR, so at the end I thought it wasn't worth it. So I then started shopping around for a car that offered me more performance for the same amount of money, or a similar amount of money, let's say between 6,000 to 7,000. So I started looking, M3s, S4s and all that. The M3 in that price range would be hard to find a nice one, and they are not very well known for reliability either. They are extremely good cars. I love the M3s, but they didn't fit the bill. Then you have the S4s, for example. Then if you can find the twin turbo ones, they are unreliable. They are good cars, but they are unreliable, and then some of them have a rust, and people are asking like crazy amount of money for them, even with problems. So that was a no. And then you have the BAS4s. Those are nice cars, they drive really nice. You can get a 6-speed manual on them, but then damage and problems. So then I started taking a look at the C32 AMGs, a car I didn't think much since I was a little kid when they first came out. So I started looking for them. I didn't like very much the nose of that car specifically, but it was a nice package. And then I realized there was another car after that and before the C63. This car, the C55. I actually never seen one before I got mine, and didn't even know they existed. So I thought in the W203 chassis, which is this chassis, this platform, they only had the C32, and then they went straight ahead to the C63 W204 chassis. But well, it existed, right? And I started looking at the specs, and I was really impressed with it, and I really like the car. I like that it has a different nose. This car doesn't share the nose with the regular C classes. It has a CLK nose, which in my opinion looks way better. So I started shopping around for one, and they were around. You could find them around 8,000, 9,000, a little bit more than 10,000 with lower miles. And then this ad showed up in Facebook. This guy that was selling for $700-800, but the price was going down after a few weeks because, well, I guess nobody went to look at the car or anything. So I sold my Z. I sold my Z for $6,300, and then I had some money saved, and talked to the guy. Hey, like, I'm gonna make you an offer. Will you take like 6,500? And the guy saying no. And then I went, will you take 6,800? You know, I'm gonna look at the car. If I like it, I'm gonna take it. And the guy said, okay, come on. So I went. I took a look at the car. I drove it, and I bought it. I went with a good friend. His name is Sam, and Sam is really good with mechanics. I have worked as a design engineer, and I know my way around cars. I can do maintenance, but Sam is the kind of guy that can do anything. So we took a look at the car, and the car has no rust, absolutely no problems. Everything works. It's a clean title car. It has records from day one. In fact, I need to open the car. I have them here. All this is records. Even when the car was new, all maintenance, and even the stuff that breaks all the time, like the rear window sunshade, everything works. The guy even included a plastic window sticker, and here we have it. So this car new was, how much was it? $60,000 and $525, $60,000, 60.5K. That's a lot of money, especially back in 05. This car has also other options that comes from this that the normal C55 didn't have. It has the lighting package that includes bi-xenon headlamps and a headlamp watching system. Also the premium package with rain sensor, power rear window sunshade, blue glass and rain sensor, CD changer, and a DVD command navigation that was $2,210. By the way, the GPS actually still works today, and it's kind of hard to use in comparison to newer ones, but it works nonetheless. So, let's talk about performance on why I choose this car. Well, this car has 365 horsepower, 376 pound-feet of torque, which is way more than the S4 had, and even more than the M3 had back then. You will say, well, the M3 is maybe better on a track, and honestly, I think it is. This is more of a driver's car. This is a more relaxed car, let's put it that way. It goes fast in a straight line, and the feedback is not the same as an M3, but they still managed to make 8 minutes 22 seconds lap time on the Nürburgring, driven by the same driver, Horst von Sarma, I think is his name. So same lap time in the Nürburgring, so that's not bad whatsoever. So this car was less than $7,000. Now it has 139,000 miles when he got it, which is not too bad. I think it's probably was the cheapest one in the States because it beat the Legit Street Cars car that had more miles, and he paid $200 more than this. And he had problems. This car doesn't have any problems whatsoever. Nothing, not even oil leaks. Well, it does have one problem. The heated seats control in the center console doesn't work. So the driver heated seat doesn't work, but that's it. That's really the only thing wrong with this car. So I was thinking, like, man, like this car actually, you know, does 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds. It does the quarter mile in 13.2 when it was new. I guess now it's a bit slower. And you know, it has a respectable lap time now. The Nürburgring. What is comparable to today? Well, when you compare this car against Focus RS, a Civic Type R, a Golf R, or a Subaru Impreza WRX STI Type Array, this car is actually faster. It's faster in 0 to 60. I will post the numbers in the video. It's faster in the quarter mile with a higher trap speed, but it gets beaten in braking, skid pad, etc. It doesn't handle as well, which is not a surprise since, you know, cars have come a long way since then. But still, you have a sub 7,000 car that is faster than all those cars that are over $30,000. Even some of them are like over 45, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Subaru is. So it really is a bargain. What else can you get that offers you this amount of performance for this amount of money? I cannot think of anything. I've seen RSX Type S for more money than this, or Civic SIs. So now if you know, I don't know everything. So if you know a car, please post it below, because I would like to know. Who knows? Maybe buy it, because I always change cars and all that kind of stuff. So the engine is a 5.4 liter V8, 24 valve. It has 3 valves per cylinder. It's an aluminum engine, and also has 2 spark plugs per cylinder, which is really interesting. Something that is also common in Mopar engines. I know the Hemis use 2 spark plugs per cylinder. Sorry, my bad. It's an overhead cam engine, and it's pretty hefty. It's pretty big. The reason they changed from the CLK front end is because they couldn't fit the engine in the car. Because previously the C32 was a 3.2 supercharged V6, so this one is just a little bit longer and bigger. But still, this car is kind of a featherweight. The weight is 3,588 pounds, which is pretty good, especially for modern standards, with cars, some of them are even going around more than 4,000 pounds. This actually, in terms of weight, is comparable to, for example, a WRX STR. It's around 3,400 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll post that information to you in the cars I just mentioned before, in terms of weight. So reliability is a big one. You know, when I'm doing my research on cars, I want a car that I can maintain. You know, like there's no point of buying a cool car that you cannot drive. So I've driven it. I got this car in Ohio. I drove it back. I've been driving it daily, as long as there is no snow around. Then I use my faithful Explorer over there, and honestly, I haven't had any issues. You know, this car, the M113, is a engine renowned for being reliable. It's pretty bulletproof in my opinion, and all the research that people have asked. There's some famous engineering shop I worked at. You know, they share this opinion very strongly. The transmission on this car is a 5-speed automatic. It's a 722.6, and it's kind of overkill in this car, but this transmission was put in the SL65 AMG, a twin-turbo V12 car, and it was able to hold over 730 pound-feet of torque. It has 376. So in this car, it's under stress by all means. So I feel like those parts are not common to break on these cars. It's, you know, you just requires normal maintenance. Electrics are a little bit tricky in Mercedes of this era, so that can be something. Like, for example, that's probably the reason why my control in the center console for the driver seat, for the driver seat heater control doesn't work properly. But other than that, everything is pretty straightforward. It does have pretty big Brembo brakes. They are manufactured by Brembos, even though they say AMG. There are 4 pistons in the front, and there are 2 pistons in the back. The wheels are 18 all around. They are 18 by 7.5 in the front, 18 by 8.5 in the back. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. I think maybe 8.5 or 8. But you know, it's a rear-wheel drive car. Sadly, it doesn't have LSD. It does have ESP, which kind of helps. It's actually the nicest ESP system, traction control, stability control system I've encountered of this era, because it is intrusive just enough. It's kind of intrusive, but just enough that you don't kill yourself. I had to drive this car on the snow because I lent my Explorer to a friend that, let's say, damaged his Challenger. So he couldn't drive his Challenger to work, and he needed a car, so I lent him the Explorer, and he drove this car in the snow. You know, this car has Michelin Pilot Super Sports in the back, so not exactly good for winter, but actually I didn't feel scared, you know, like the few times I drove my Lexus in the snow, like it was worse than this, way worse. So this was actually not bad at all. It saved my ass a couple times. So I feel it does help you to make safe. Sadly, you cannot turn it off all the way. You want to have fun in the track, because the only way to do it is like dyno mode, and it's not recommended, and honestly I don't want to go and try. But still, you know, the ASP and all that kind of simulates how LSD works, and doesn't seem to affect the car that much, even though I think an LSD the car will be vastly superior, and also with a 6-speed manual. This 5-speed, it has comfort mode, manual mode, and sport mode. It does have it does learn the way you drive. So if you drive in sport mode, and you drive slow, it's gonna shift slower. That's why you always use it in comfort mode, because when I put in an S, like stuff is going down. But other than that, you know, this car doesn't have air suspension, doesn't have anything too complicated. For me, it's a nice car. It has a beautiful shape. It has aged very well, and the price is absolutely fantastic. You know, this car is in amazing condition, and I just love it. It has left me such a good impression that I don't know what can I say. I really like it, and it's so good that I'm gonna keep this car probably for a while. I plan to modify this car because I'm a chronic modifier. Everything I have, I need to modify. So my plan are to get a bigger capacity intake box in this car. It has dual intakes, but it has a box with the AMG logo and everything. You can increase the capacity of this, and then it should give you more horsepower. Doing exhaust at the shop I work at Redstone, I'm gonna do exhaust just as I did with my Audi. And a tune. Well, that's other than that. That will be it. I plan to get a new set of tires, because the front they're good tires. They're advanced. Yokohama advanced, but they're not the same as the rear. So I'm gonna change that, put a swivel, and then take it out of course and have some fun with it and make a road trip. Who knows? The thing is that if you're looking for a car and you don't have $10,000, but you're looking for really good performance for your money, I strongly recommend you get one like this. You know, like V8 cars of the era. Let's say a Mustang, a 4.6 V8 doesn't have this performance, or let's say even you get a Pontiac G8. Those G8s I think has 360 horsepower, which is a little bit less than that, and they're way heavier than this. So as long as you find one in good condition for the proper amount of money, I think you can get a lot out of it. So well, I hope you like this small review. I'm gonna make more videos in the future about changing spark plugs and doing maintenance and aerocross and stuff like that about this car, because I intend to keep it. Well, if you have any questions or anything, just comment, and I will be more than happy to answer for people that are interested in getting one of these. And well, I hope you guys have a fantastic time. Thank you.